And Demeanor is dope to me. You check out my Demeanor. Because I believe people's demeanor make more sense than people's just character. How do they stand? How do they present themselves? How are they just overall cool? Me and you, we dropped the ball a little bit.
Yeah,
you could have not like me. I fuck with you because you fuck with me on that level. Because we should understand that there are complications in life and there's detours, and we do. Like I swear to God, bro, I can see you up in fucking Africa tomorrow, and we gonna hang the whole time. You feel me? So that's what I'm saying. Demeanor. That's what Demeanor is about.
It was a phenomenal project, man, and I want to,
I didn't know you was hip to that.
Yeah, I've listened to your music. Like I told you, like, dude, I'm literally a hip hop head. Like, when I was a kid, man, my dad was in the military, so he used to always go every weekend. He would take me on base every Saturday. Never forget the shit. And he'll be like, grab a CD that you want. So I would always back then it was kind of all about the record labels. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would, be like, oh, okay, I ain't never heard this dude. Let me listen to it. And then I would try to get shit together based off record labels. You know what I'm saying? So if I had like all the Jive artists, you know what I'm saying? So Mystical, UGK, E40, like all the Jive artists, and then I got like all Cash Money,
you got them in the box like that. That's dope.
Yeah, and then AWOL, like I got Sibo, Pizzo, Lunatic before he was Luna Coleon, like, and then I studied.
You just fucked me up. Sibo, one of mine. Yuck Mouth is one of mine.
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's very rare.
Incredible. Oh shit. Hold up. Scratch my whole list. That's what I'm saying. When people ask those questions, I believe we're thrown on the spot. And without enough time to intricately dialogue or you know what I mean? Grab it.
Okay, well, in that case, then I should have said, what's your top 5 favorite rappers then? Instead of, because there's a lot more stuff that comes in when you say just top 5 best rappers. Or
yeah.
So I should have said who you listen to.
And I like everybody though. Let me say that because I don't want to fuck that up no more. E40, goddammit. He would have. You hear me?
Well,
that's my big brother.
I might have to backtrack a little bit because I gotta ask this question though. When you played Chris and Baby Boy, was any of those lines that you said improvised or like were they improv? Any of them or were those actual lines?
I think that's a dope question, brother, because the bulk of them were improvised. Drop it off in your drawers was one of my lines. I had songs with me and S-Class again, because
you said you like got
you need to tell your nigga.
Got their phone again.
You need to tell your nigga. Everybody love that part.
Yeah.
And hello, lights on, is anyone home? That was a guy, I can't remember his name, but he went to high school with me, and he would say that all the fucking time. You know, when you go to high school, you have these different intricate circles, and then you have like, okay, so we have the senior square. Let's say that.
Yeah, I got you.
And the senior square, if you weren't amongst this crowd, me and you or whatever, you weren't in this crowd. And my boy used to say that shit all the time. Hello, lights on, anyone home? Man, I hope God bless. You know what I mean? But yeah. That was one of the lines. So pretty much, I damn near improvised all that, improvised all those words.
Okay, so the line. So when you was like, "Come over here so I can jump into your drawers," damn, that was not.
That was me. Totally. That was me. Totally.
Hey,
but John used to fuck with me with the hello and all that anyway, and so John somehow wrote that shit in there.
You had like some of the most memorable lines. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
everybody tell me if your scene was any bigger, you would have been out of here. like super out here. Because Taraji and Tyrese and all of them went on the catapult.
I really do think they should have actually had you in it, because it took me a while to connect it. I knew you from being on Just a Baby Boy on the song.
But now, let me tell you one thing, not to cut you off, big bro.
Oh no, go ahead.
Even they other word that was big in the entire movie. You can go back and watch it with your wife tonight. They kept saying, "Please believe it." And I had a song and I did it with Tyrese, but that was one of my words as well. Please believe it. And you heard AJ Johnson say it.
Yeah, I heard
Jody, please believe it. You heard different people say it throughout the movie. That was me as well. That was my contribution to the movie as well.
That's what's up.
That's crazy.
Good.
But dropping off your drawers, I'd have had cats from prison and everything. I remember going to Roscoe's one day, and this one cat, I guess he had just gotten out, but he had me come back to his car to meet his woman. And baby, I just told you I'm gonna drop it over your door. Bullshit to the side, bro. Real facts, CIRV'N raw. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I still get that to this day.
I said that still get wife, nigga. That shit funny as hell. I
get cats all the time tell me that they just told their girl that. Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. So that leads me to believe that if the fucking part was any bigger, I was out of here, bro. And we actually did film another scene that we was in a strip club where I actually told on Jody. I think my girl said it, or his girl said it to
her. Yeah, Chris said Chris saw you at the strip club.
Yeah, and we had that scene, but they didn't incorporate it. But yeah, big facts, bro.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, yeah, I was like, let me go back, see if he came, because I felt like, how some stuff sounds like a script, but some stuff like a person says it just sounds natural.
It was too natural.
It was too natural, for that shit to be like just like wrote in as a script and shit.
No, that wasn't scripted at all. Some of the lines were, of course, but for the most part, no. Like we shot that scene. Even I'm gonna give you some more game that nobody got. Even at the dailies. The dailies is when you watch the film after we recorded it, right?